Hello, boxing friends. We continue to film the topic of defense, and today we have body defense. Body defense goes very well with hand defense. That is, first, as it's usually done from practice, one defense is selected, which is already well done, and the main elements of the dodge are already brought to the defense. So watch and enjoy. So, your main element of defense is the body, but it is more familiar when you already have one or two working defenses, such as grip or a block or some kind of setup, and you load it little by little. Your first option: a grip, a block, for example, and you pull your body towards yourself. Do a back bend. At the same time, watch, your hands can remain up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is, you kind of bend your opponent towards yourself. Watch one more thing. There is a nuance here. When you bend your opponents towards yourself, this is your charge for a punch. That is, you can shoot him from this position. Therefore, each of these defenses also has some kind of mandatory exit, a counteraction. That is, to a punching action, which is why you can break the punch and defense. The punch will still try to bypass his defense. Therefore, with this movement, you are already loading your punch. Is the task clear? So defense with the body, pulling back or dodging back. Let's go. Look at me. You are doing everything right. But at this moment, when you move towards yourself, straighten out a little, because you will then go for a punch. Therefore, let him get closer, closer. 1. Look, you see, this is where your movement is, and you should take control here. If you look closer, reach out to me, reach out even more. Here it is. Do you see where the movement is? Here it is pulled back. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. With the other hand. 1, 1, 1. 1. Mandatory discipline is distance. Maintain this distance, because when you're gonna go somewhere here, then how will you reach your head to his? That's why you need to find this minimum, so that you have a minimum, so that you quickly return for his hand, so that he doesn't even notice it. Let's go slowly. Keep your distance closer to him. Stop. You are throwing your hands too much somewhere forward. Look how imperceptibly they go. 1. You see, you hide behind your hands and you expose them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When I told you about the distance, it was this thing. Now you can't use your legs, but you can still feel the distance with your legs. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see, it's simple. So look guys, now a sideways tilt. That is, there is a classic option when you start to simply twist your body. Stick out your shoulder and tuck yourself to one side and to the other. That is, if your movement is relatively straight, then you twist to one side as you transfer your body weight and twist to the other side. Twisting is needed for two things. The first thing is that you are defending yourself. The second thing is that you are loading the punch. That is, these moments of twisting, they need to be set up, because they often do it with a very large amplitude. They fall somewhere very far, and you need to align this amplitude for the punch, so that you have already set it up for the punch, so that you can work here. Therefore, the moment that you twist, you are already focusing on the punches, and do not do a very large amplitude. So, 1, 2, 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Twist it a little bit, so that you have a minimum. 1, 1, Good, good. Keep your hands in front of you. Okay, one more time. Stop. Guys, here's a nuance. There is a correct dodge. There is an incorrect dodge. When he falls to that side from this hand, this is considered a correct dodge. If he falls to this side from the same hand, for some reason this is considered incorrect, because he comes out on the strong hand, right? But if, for example, God forbid, a deuce comes, then neither this deviation nor this correct dodge will work. I'll explain why. A deuce comes with an explosive one-on-one punch. That is, if, for example, no, I'm going to hit, move now to this side. That is, if he guesses one dodge, I immediately catch up with him. The same thing when he does a dodge. I also catch up with him with a punch. But if he makes a dodge to this side, now put this hand here so that it comes. I start a deuce. He starts to dive to this side. Here you need to get a good amplitude, because the punch goes fast and it flies right there. And if, for example, you're looming here at one point, then only to understand if there is a deuce, then this dodge does not work. This dodge works. 1, 1, 1. But this is only for a deuce. Try it. Do you see how dangerous this crosshair is? It is very difficult to get out of the dodge from this situation. There are a lot of risks here. Good, guys. That is, one more option is when you sit down. That is, remember that body defense is very easily combined with arms and legs. Therefore, when you sit down, there are a lot of options for turning for a punch. Therefore, if you just sit down, there is no point in this. But if you somewhere already begin to press forward a little, so that you are exactly under the punch, because here you can stay in this bundle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Your task is to dive right under the arms. I warn you right away. There are a lot of risks here. All these body defenses are already combat ones. They are done perhaps only once. Therefore, in this version, you should definitely charge up for a punch. That is, lower your body correctly, not just lower it down, but throw it as if for a punch. This landing here brings you out very well to the left and right. But the main movement is when you collect it down. 1, 1, 1. Get ready. Good. Now that's better. These are the usual standards that beginners load, but they pump up very well for life. So guys, look at how the body works. Left, right, back, forward. There is a circular movement. And there is such a circular movement. Body defense is very important. What you are summing up now is only small little nuances. When you globally start throwing your body around, you must remember one thing. All these movements are capacious. All of them are important, and therefore you need to learn to make these minimal amplitudes, so that you can already feel where the opponent's punch ends. There are some, Rustam, just stretch out your arm. There are some dodges when you do the same. Combine them with your legs and make passes to the sides. Just as you can pull along these sides, you can also approach these sides. Now, while we turn off the legs, so that the movement that you did with a slight tilt do not roll over too much, so as not to overload it. Therefore, you go strictly just a little bit straight under the elbow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You just want to go straight down. When you leave, especially at an angle, you just want to lift it up. That is, understand that these vulnerable spots that open up during a punch, they are what you need. This is why these defenses are combined, so that the angle is already selected. So, get ready. Good. Throw your hand out. At me. At the head. Here you will do it. Here you go. Here it is. Do you see the movement? Here it is. And then you will already be setting up combinations here. Here it is. Good. Here it is. A little to the side. And here you fall. And fall. Bring forward. 1. 1. 1. You see? Therefore, before this, protection is set up with hands, so that just in case you already duplicate the defense and are protected. Therefore, the hands duplicate you again. Protect. Make a punch. 1. You see the movement? It go forward. 1. To the other side. 1. And 1. Forward. Well done. Do you see the movement forward? Here you have the movement. And here you are already setting up the punch. In the original, you can't avoid a deuce like that. That is, you will be opened right away. And 1. Don't go far. And 1. Towards me. 1. Towards me. Extend your hand. That's good. Extend it. See where you have. That's where your inclination ends. You make it forward. You are driving the mass forward. Here, move the mass towards me. 1. Well done. 1. 1. 1. Forward. Forward. Forward movement. Forward. Well done. Forward. Forward. To the other side. Forward. You are flying at me. Forward. You are flying straight at me. Forward. Like this. Lean forward. 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 Well done. Come at me. Like this. At me. At me. That's good. And extend your arm. It will be easier for you. You see, everything is broken here on your legs. That is, you just bend over. And you move your body out. Here it is. Move it out. A little. A little. You are breaking it hard. It's enough here. It will be enough here. One more time. Look at me. And 1. Well done. On the other side. Like this. Forward. Well done. I'm telling you, you won't get it the first time. What rails you're launching into, which way your body will go. It will go here, 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 here. You will have different punches, and therefore different inclinations. There's a whole bunch of them. In all directions. Look, you start with the grip. You catch the grip, and you start to slowly mark out for yourself all the directions in which you'll lean. Good. Turn off your legs for now. Do everything with your body. Good. Try to duck somewhere. Go somewhere. Okay. To scatter as much as possible. As much as possible. Here, too, there is a nuance. That is, you still do everything through your vision. Therefore, if you need to get a little closer, if you feel danger, pull back a little. But the body must be loaded in all directions. In all directions. I repeat once again, the punch will go in different ways. On one side, it can come out like this. On the other side, it can go along a different trajectory. And you must recognize these trajectories. To recognize them, you must examine them well, where the dangers are. So, dodges in all directions, lifts, pulls, in all directions. You calmly take him out for now. Yes, let him relax. Calm down. You see, here he is already looking at the distance. You should always think about the punch, Andrei. That is why every dodge you make should take him out. Well, don't take him out now, But always think about it. That is, you don't have the task of retraining. Do you understand? If you think about the punch, you will never pull back. That is, you will not take a step back. You will do all this through the body. Somewhere you will even endure, but you will still strive for the punch. That is why always think about it. You select all defenses only for the punch. Here, sit down on your legs somewhere. Sit down beautifully, like this, so that somewhere there it can remain. You see how deep you are? Moving too far from the punch. You are really strong here, and you need to be right under the punch. These are the sensations you are collecting. You need to examine this as closely as possible. I repeat, where will the danger be? Then we will work on this in terms of speed. When you are confident that you will do it, you can do it quickly. Yes, try to change it every time. These defenses combine well with hands. But to be honest, it is better not to do some of these parries. They are traumatic. Differently downwards. Good. Body defense is very beautiful. It is very complex. It combines with all defenses, combines with all punches. Everything that you do from the body is decisive. Therefore, gradually bring the body defense to the defense with hands and feet, and then there will be a complete grip of the entire defense. Because, for a boxer, this is a one-time reaction. He sees and he immediately knows exactly how he needs to defend himself in order to quickly perform a punch. Defense is not set without a punch, and there is another very important moment in the setting. Defense in boxing is always built on practice, and it is precisely this practice that emphasizes the theory. That is, the theory is studied from practice, so that you try, and it is already clear from the sensations how to build, how to adjust the defense. Therefore, watch us, stay with us. There will be a lot of useful information. See you again.